My name is Lee Mi-young. I am 25 years old.
My name is Mehmet Fatih Trash, and I'm 34 years old.
At a time when people in our country are really talking about immigration, there's this new play that focuses on the issue. The new Colossus showcases the stories of 12 people and their families who immigrated to the U.S. They tell their history, their struggles, and of course about their fight for freedom. The actors' gang ensemble putting on the show, director Tim Robbins, is here. Welcome, Tim.
Thank you.
So this could not come as a better time. I don't know when you started planning this play, but everybody talking about immigration because of the administration right now.
Yeah, we actually started working on it during the Obama administration, but it's an issue that is unfortunately front and center right now. We realized that the Actors Gang, we had some discussions, during the Syrian crisis, and because we noticed a reluctance of European countries and our own country to take in refugees. And we also noticed the rhetoric that was happening at the time, which was kind of trying to falsely equate these refugees with terrorism. And we started thinking about who we are as a people, all of the people in the company. And I have a diverse group of actors from all over the world. And so I asked them all to research their own origin stories, how their ancestors got here to the United States. And so we have 12 different stories from 12 different countries in 12 different languages. And they all have a common theme, which is that all of them and all of our ancestors and everyone that lives in this country left for a very good reason. And in a lot of those cases, the reason was that they could no longer live safely in their country, for whatever reason, whether it was politics or a disaster or something they had to flee from to seek freedom. And that's something we have in us as Americans. That's a common thing in our DNA. Of all our ancestors, at one point said no to some kind of oppression and said yes to freedom.
So we can talk all we want about politics and policy and things like that, but this is a story about people and people who find hope in the United States. And the stage is very stark, but the stories are emotional and they don't reveal really who they are until the very end.
Yes, and we were very intent on telling the humanity of this. What is common in our humanity? What is our shared experience as people, as Americans? And if you think about it, the character of who we are as a nation is really defined by that. Is defined by all of the different cultures that have fed our American culture. All our music, our art, our films are because of immigrants.
And I've heard that the actors get a little bit emotional sharing these stories.
Yeah, it's very intense for them because they are honoring their ancestors. They're playing their grandmother or their great-grandmother or their father or their mother. And it's a big challenge as an actor to be on stage for an hour and a half in a real state of desperation and emotion. But it's even more of a challenge when they consider that if they do not bring the whole, if they don't bring their whole game, they're in a way not honoring their ancestors. So the game is real high, and the stakes are real high, and so far the audiences have been really amazing. The amount of tears and dialogue at the end. At the end we ask everyone in the audience.
Right, there's some participation, right?
Where their ancestors are from. And the other night, we had pretty much the entire world in our 99-seat house in Culver City.
It's a beautiful thing about LA, isn't it?
And yeah, it is a beautiful thing about America. I don't think there's anywhere in the world we could perform this play and ask the audience and see that many people from different areas of the world.
Well, thank you. The show opens tomorrow.
It's open.
It's open?
It's open. It runs through March 22nd, I think.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Tim. Good
Thanks.
luck with the show. More information about Tim Robbins and his play, The New Colossus. We didn't even talk about the title, but you can research it. Just go to kcal9.com and click.
Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free.
Sound familiar? All right.